Hey everyone, I'm Mike with Core Media Operations. The guy nobody's been waiting for, I'm sure. I've spoken to a number of you already. We've gotten a chat maybe in the past or in just the last couple days. It's been nice meeting a couple of you. I can just talk a little bit about what I do, how I got started, and how we help people in the real estate media game. So I got my start 6 years ago, falling backwards into this whole game. I did not run a media agency before this. I worked for the state of Michigan and somehow ended up here. And here I am. What I started out with just is a individual, phone calls, download images, deliver, nothing too crazy. What I found after some time was with the calls that I would take, there would be the occasional complaint on the quality of output. So I took it upon myself to actually solve those own issues with the clients I was working with at the time, trained myself how to perform quality control, and took that to scale slowly but surely from an individual hiring help that I needed at a certain point when there was maybe a time after 2 years of like, hey, I need a vacation too, right? And so, going from that, here we have Core Media Operations. I operate a small team of individuals based globally as well as in the United States, managing phone calls, appointment scheduling, tech support, handling issues for people in the industry. I mean, we've all spent those long phone calls, 45 minutes, trying to teach somebody how to download and unzip a folder and where does it go on the MLS and why won't it upload here. Those are things that we know how to handle. We also manage your quality control, processing images through your presets and export settings. That's all right. It's okay. Some technical difficulties here holding me up a little bit on the agenda. But we'll start with step number one. What I like to do with anybody is dial in your operations. Some of you may have been using virtual assistants up to this point. Some may have never heard of it. How many of you use a virtual assistant currently? How many of you have never heard of maybe using a virtual assistant for this kind of role? All right, so most of you have heard of or maybe considered it. Many of the people I talk with, they haven't used a virtual assistant in this role before, and that is I apologize. This is my first time doing this kind of thing. We'll take feedback cards at the table once I'm done speaking. So we'll help you dial in your operations and procedures, drafting up documents. We store these on the back end for our team to manage your company in the way that you do. Your quality control, your bookings, all those sort of operations that you may be lacking currently. Things that you find yourself, you know how to do, everything's stored up here, but is it written out anywhere? Are you replaceable in your business? Or are you the only one that can run your business at this time because nobody knows how to do what you do? Just like some others have mentioned, the indispensable owner that Todd had mentioned, that you become that at some point. And it's important to eventually become maybe a little bit dispensable. You still need to be around, you still need to make decisions. It's your business after all, it's your people. So once you dial in those procedures and operations, that's when you can actually start scaling and hiring. These things are written out. What do you do when a booking comes in? What do you do when a customer has trouble with they don't understand what the marketing kit is for HD Photo Hub, or they don't know how to book a package through Spiro. You guide your customers through these things, and you have to have this written out in a way through procedures, so that way somebody can actually guide your customers into your systems and operating in a way that you would, that maybe you remember how, but somebody needs to have the documentation to do so. We have those drafted up on our end, and we'll share them with you for those that are more general and dial in your more business-specific procedures. we'll work with you on that, so that way maybe there are times where maybe you don't even know what you know about your business until the question comes up, right? And you draft these documents, it becomes a living document for operations over time. Same thing with quality control. Everybody has certain ways they like to provide their image. Their images need a specific look at the time of delivery for their clients. You have presets that you apply, export settings that you apply, things that you typically look for per image. These are things that me and my team can handle regularly. From start to finish, we'll look for agent signage, dirty dog bowls in the kitchen, shoes crammed under the bed, things of that manner to help you. Oh, look at that. It's up. Thank you, sir. Yay, look, an agenda. The agenda for today is operations and quality control, customer service, support pods and how we get it done, and tracking the performance. That way there's a total metrics and how everything works within your business. As I've went over, through operating procedures, for our partnership to succeed, as well as your business, we help you draft documents formalizing your operations, just like I was mentioning. This includes a number of phases in order to maximize efficiency, to set your business up for success long term, as well as our partnership. Phase one is documentation. This is important in order to ensure that there's mutual success for both of us. We help you suss out the information that you utilize within your business and how you run things, even if you don't realize you're using a structured operation format to get things done. We'll help you extract this information, so even if you one day don't use us anymore, you have these documents in hand for you and your business and any other employees that you have within your business already. We'll standardize your operations. Everything needs to be formulaic. In a lot of ways, when you break down this business, despite the creativity that's necessary, there is a formulaic process from A to Z in how you can do things at the end of the day. We'll help you implement that as well. So we'll work with, maybe you have an in-house team already. We'll work right alongside them, help implement these procedures. Once things are more formalized, we do this now with Northern Spruce. We work right alongside plenty of her team members that went into more elevated roles after we stepped in with the ones that we do now. For continuation, that's as mentioned before. So, typically, you don't know everything about your business and like, oh, I'll just write it all out in 20 pages of paper for you. No, we'll help you extract that as it goes and build our operations and procedures as we flesh things out together. As far as quality control, once that's implemented, we'll phase in and help you get that operation sorted. Anything operations based in your business is anything that happens after the shoot and in between there to delivery to your client. Think about what we do. We're like a professional kitchen for hire. We're the reception, seating your customers at the table. You're the head chef. You set the menu for that night. And we'll cook everything up. We'll clean the plate, bring it to your customers, make sure it's nice and pretty. That's the process in which we handle. Everything that we added is per your procedures. We'll review everything via an 8-point check, checking vertical straightness, horizontals, color consistency between images, reflections in the mirror, things of that nature, and log any changes made with order accuracy. We'll then upload to your preferred delivery platform, review the gallery for final deliverables, such as floor plans, video, 3D tours, things of the sort, and deliver that content to your customer. So what this does is now this process is off your plate. Maybe now you can catch an extra cup of coffee in the morning. Maybe you can make dinner with the family, something like that. Do you find yourself waking up extra early, staying up late, or maybe even missing another shoot or two in the morning, handling this yourself, right? So taking care of this in a way allows you to grow your business and get back to taking care of your life at home. Customer service, bit trickier sometimes in this industry, I believe, but we handle your clients from booking to delivery and beyond. We handle your phone calls, your email handling, web chats, social media messages via Instagram and Facebook, text messages, and we have 24-hour AI chat. Now, I don't love AI necessarily in this industry. I feel it's a little impersonal at times when chatting with realtors, but it is handy in a web chat sort of setting. What we do is we capture your leads, log them. These will be showcased to you when we capture new leads that call into your business and inquire. And this will blast a little message that we have in a Connect to Slack channel. We've seen a few of those come through. Happy to quote services, perform calendar scheduling, among other things that are necessary for customer service. As mentioned earlier, this is what separates media agencies today. When so many things are starting to amalgamate and look the same a bit in the industry, where you separate yourselves is keen customer service. And you yourself know your customers best. You're at the house, you're shooting the property, you work with these people, these are your clients. That's totally understandable, but there must have been times where maybe you missed a call, and missing that call missed an appointment. Maybe that was a new lead. Oh, sorry, I got another photographer booked already. What do you mean it's been 5 minutes? That's where having somebody outsourced in this sort of setting can be beneficial to you. And plus, maybe it kind of reduces the headache on your side when we're dealing with all the fires that you used to deal with, allowing you a little more rest at night. How we get this done is through a support pod. This is an example pod with people that currently work for my business. I have US-based people taking phone calls, as well as myself. I'm on the front lines. I can't give it up. I love the game. And I have individuals all over the world. We're QCing at this point basically 24 hours a day just to make sure we're always on top of things and getting things handled for your businesses. What this allows us to do is have a group of shared agents across departments manage inquiries for our partners and provide a higher level of quality service at a rate that might be lower than hiring somebody directly full-time at $20, $25, $30 an hour or something to that effect, right? And plus, if you do that, those people need 2 days off. We run 7 days a week, so that helps too. Doing this allows complete operational management for large agencies, potentially replacing upwards of 5 roles, consistent coverage every day of every month, even when times where in January, I gave each of the individuals, other than myself, a week off in January. Our partners didn't notice the difference. So that's how we try to set everybody up for success and treat everybody fairly on our side. But for you guys, everybody's covered all the same. This is where we can help small agencies get that first taste of outsourcing to catalyze your next step in growth. And those that are growing teams take the next level in reaching a process so you can focus on outsourcing, building, adding team members, and actually building your business. And for existing larger agencies, this can assist in consolidating the expenses, the overhead, the hiring, the training. Those are things that I do to help you outsource, ideally, with as little headache as possible. With all of these things we do, we take the calls, we send out your shoots, we handle emails. We track all of this for performance on our side and share this to you via a dashboard. So you'll see how many calls did we take in a month? How many calls did we take last quarter? How many calls did you take last year? How many deliveries were handled in March? And you break that down week to week. Oh, if I look at this, it looks like my busiest day over the last 3 months was Thursday for some reason. These are useful metrics for you to track. Perhaps you can use this as workable data to make some decisions in where and when you might need people. And that's everything. A nice, short, and sweet chat. I'd like to thank you all for having me here today, especially Alex. Now, do we have time for a Q&A? Right here. Let's go for it. Right? That is so dependent on about 4 or 5 factors. So your volume, the level of service you need. Do you just need quality control? Do you need it with customer service? And I mean, quite frankly, are we going month to month, or are we going to do a 12-month rock and roll? right? So most people are just month to month, and we go by per listing, based on if you're just quality control or quality control and customer service. Using a per listing model sets us up for mutual success. In my ideal scenario, I'm not getting paid if you're not getting paid, basically. So at this time, I think that's a valid question. At this time, it is something I'm interested in providing, but I do feel that because one is often answering for the other department, it feels often like those should be connected with our service. Any other questions?
Do you have a media agency as well, or is this it?
This is it. I barely pick up a camera on my own phone. It's just one of those things. As I had been working this for 6 years, I saw these pain points and just wanted to continue to help in the industry.
So could this essentially remove full-time admin?
Potentially. While I don't like the idea of necessarily taking jobs away, we can work alongside them, and they can maybe shift into higher roles, such as client care, outreach, writing postcards, social media management, maybe things eventually, social media management's on my pipeline. That's an operation, right? But right now, quality control and customer service is our specific focus. So to short your answer, yes, asterisk. Go.
What happens when you already have a long existing couple of phone numbers and a couple of email addresses? How does that get forwarded to your pipeline?
That is a great question. The technical hookup of it is basically email and call forwarding, in short. So you have existing business numbers. Your customers know this number. It is plastered everywhere for your marketing. This number would forward to a call center application that I have, which we would use we would provide a dedicated number. When that number gets called from your number, forwarding to mine, it comes up as ABC Media. And I'll answer, "Hi, this is Mike with ABC Media. How can I help you today?"
So what happens when I get a personal phone call or a personal email?
That's valid. So in order for the technical to work, you would need to use a third-party phone application, a VoIP, voice over internet phone system, like Quo, RingCentral, Grasshopper, things like that. Your personal cell phone number, it wouldn't work because, I probably shouldn't be taking calls for the kids. All right, I think we got one more, and I think that'd probably do it.
How practical would it be to use your services on a seasonal basis? You said it was like month to month. If we, need that extra capacity during peak season, but then we don't need it in the off season, like with all of this setup and the alignment that needs to be done, is that going to be a pain in the ass, or is that not practical? Or?
I think the most practical solution is going in with the long-term partnership mindset, especially with the notion that, yes, we have experience in the industry in general, but learning your specific business might still take a month or two. And then if we dial that in by month 3 and then you drop us at month 4, what was it all for? All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody. I'll be over there with the pretty lady.
Question. Okay, I'm gonna boost you a little bit more there, Mike, just because I think what you do is incredible. So Mike has integrated into Slack with us, so I'm just gonna show you my computer here. Where is it? NSM order check. I'm gonna have to fix this Wi-Fi, but let me see here. So essentially, every single morning, I wake up and I have notifications in Slack of all the things that Mike and his team have fixed. And I don't look at it, honestly, I don't. I look at it if I'm bored. But I realize all the things that he's doing, which is crazy. So take a look at this. You see right here, this house, 30 Summit Ave. Remove water spot, remove car. Look at all the images where the cars were removed. My in-house person didn't do that. Remove sticker, remove paint stains. It is insane. And then he sends the link directly to the Aereo, so if I want to check it out, I can. So I think this is one of the most powerful things that I integrated into my business this year. And it's gotten me more work. And it's gotten me more consistent, and everything just looks so much better. And it's honestly thanks to Mike. So definitely have conversations with him. My biggest question was, I was scared I was signing up for another subscription. The last thing I want is another chunk of money just draining out of my account for a subscription. So Mike's house-to-house basis, per project basis, was perfect, because I'm like, in December, especially in Canada, when everything is very seasonal and we're slow, I didn't want to pay a huge subscription. So if I only have 2 houses, hopefully that's not the case, but if I only have 2 houses, then I'm only paying for 2 houses, and I'm not paying for 40 or 50 or 60, you know? So that was a very powerful thing for me, and that's what made it almost easier to say yes. But then once I saw these things, I was like, holy cow, he's doing so much. And then like, there's the core, there's the coordination, there's the photo, there's the video. There's so many things that like he's doing for us. It goes beyond just QC and bookings. It really does. It's almost like now he's a part of the Northern Spruce team, right? And that's how I want him to feel, and that's how I feel about him, and honestly the whole team feels. So it's a very, very powerful system that he's built. So thank you, Mike.